So this is a really, 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 really exciting episode. We are going to be talking all about the crochet along that we have been doing for the last month. This is the first crochet along that we have ever done on the channel, and it has gone so much better than I thought it was. And I can't wait till we're all together with our little matching crochet bags. So this month on the channel, this is the very last episode of our Whimsigoth summer series. This is the first time we've ever themed anything, first crochet along, we did a watch party. This month has been so much fun. The whole idea came to me because I just felt like I was wishing my summers away, just waiting for autumn. And the only person that was stopping me from celebrating spooky things was me. So what we did was we themed every single episode to like Whimsigoth. So that is what we've been doing. And one of the big things we did was this crochet granny square bag. And it was so much fun just seeing everybody's ideas come together. So I thought to myself, when we were talking about Whimsigoth, everyone was really, really excited. And I thought, let's commemorate it. So now we have all got this celestial granny square tote bag. And that is our way of kind of preserving this memory, and we all took part and got together and did this, and it just makes me so happy. So I've been seeing these like star and moon designs over on Pinterest and, you know, on Instagram and on YouTube for years. So that was what I thought, you know what, we'll take that and we'll use and we'll make something similar. Now the pattern that I followed was Yeezy. Yeezy did a free grid pattern that I posted back in July, and we've been posting it over on the Instagram and also on the Facebook group. If you struggle following that, Yeezy also has a full downloadable pattern, and there's loads of YouTube videos. And I know that some people haven't used Yeezy's and they've gone and sourced their own, and you know what, they all look so good. So if you've never visited my channel before, my name is Stephanie Mitchard. I crochet, I craft, I do lots and lots of different types of things. And this is our little corner of the internet where we talk about all things crochet, all things crafty. We meet up twice a week. We have our Chit Chat and Crochet podcast on a Wednesday, and we also have our sort of craft video of the week, and that is on a Sunday. Each video is done as a premiere, so Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays it's 10 a.m. That way what we have is this live chat where we can all get together and have a little talk about what we've been doing in the week or what we've been working on, and it's absolutely amazing. That's the best thing about doing this channel, is just creating this community. And it's like, no matter where you are in the world, you can come and be part of a craft community, and that's what's so beautiful about this. We also have our Facebook group, which was named the Mitchard Mateys Craft Club by our Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy, for that name. And it's really amazing seeing everybody come together and sharing the designs, especially with doing this crochet along. We've been watching everybody posting different things, and everyone's bags are a little bit different, whether it's a different colour palette or a different design. It's been so amazing keeping up with each other the last month, watching what we've all been getting up to. So if you want to be part of this community, if all this sounds amazing, go over to the channel, give us a subscribe, give us a like, and come and join us. Now, I never want any of my content to ever go behind a paywall. No matter what your budget, you should always have access to this community. Like, that's just the way I see it. But if you want to sort of support in any way, I do have a membership, a YouTube membership, which is $2.99 a month. And for that, what you get is a shout out in every single video. You get priority comments, and you get a little sort of badge against your name showing that you're part of the membership. So I want to say a massive thank you to our members: Wendy, David, Emma, Claire, Emma, Tedi, Liz. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys help me buy wool. You help keep me fueled with caffeine, which I need to get through all of these crochet projects. We also have the coffee app as well, which is like one-off payments. So if you ever want us to send us a ball of wool, something like that, all that info is going to be down in the notes. Just remember, there's no pressure. There's no pressure at all to donate, to send money, join the clubs or anything like that. This community is a free community, and that is the most important thing to me, that you are here and you're part of the community. Now, just before I start getting into all the crochet stuff, we've got a giveaway. So last Saturday, I went to the Crochet Granny Square event at A Modern Yarn. Michaela, who owns A Modern Yarn, I just want to say a giant thank you to her for this, because what she's done is she has given me this book to give away to one of my viewers. I'm doing this with a collab as well. Have you heard of the Knitting Forecast? It's over on YouTube. This is Sarah's account. Sarah's a podcaster. She talks about everything knitting and crochet. She's absolutely amazing. Sarah has also been given a knitting book by Michaela as well. So she is going to be giving away a knitting book. I'm giving away a crochet book. And to enter this, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you subscribe to here. Go over to the Knitting Forecast, make sure you subscribe to Sarah, and also head over to Instagram and make sure you're following A Modern Yarn for all of Michaela's updates. Thank you so much, Michaela, for helping both me and Sarah. It's absolutely amazing. So there's 2 books that you can go, so make sure to enter, comment here on this video, and to enter, make sure you go and comment over on Sarah's video as well. Good luck! So, let's get into the video. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go through all the boards that I kind of announced back in July, and I'm going to talk you through what the plan is, what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, and then we'll get into making the bag. Does that sound good? Good? Okay, let's get started. So this is the boards that we made and introduced in that video back in July when we talked about Whimsigoth Summer Month. This first board just explains what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a celestial granny square tote bag. On the left hand side there, you've got all the different designs that we're going to be doing. This is a free grid pattern from Yeezy. Yeezy also has this pattern up on their website. So it's a written pattern. So if you don't operate with the grids or that just doesn't work for you, you can go over there and you can sort of figure that out. Also, what Yeezy has on their YouTube channel is you can actually go on and they actually have all of the explanations for the grid patterns. So you can go over there, there's loads of different ways. And to be honest with you, so many people have done these celestial granny square, sort of like granny squares. And there's loads of YouTube tutorials that you can also follow along with as well. So what you're also going to need is you're going to need some wool, obviously, because we're crocheting. The colours that I've chosen the royal teal, the navy and the golden. But what I also decided after I made these boards is I'm going to actually bring lock into it as well. During the Whimsigoth summer, I wanted all the projects that I made to have lock in it with some kind of way. So when I did a row of single crochets, I threw in a little row of lock in there too. You're also going to need enough fabric to make the lining. I estimated 18 inches by 13 and a half. Probably, well overestimated for that. You're also going to need, obviously, your crochet hook. I'm using a 4mm. You're going to need your scissors, and you're also going to need a darning needle to stitch everything together. One other thing that I didn't put on here is if you're going to use fabric, you'll also need a sewing machine. Now, you're also going to need to make 8 stars, which we'll do in the first week. Week 2, we're going to do 8 moons, then 8 suns. Then what we're going to do is assemble the work, and then we're going to also show some of the amazing creations that you have all made. So let's get crocheting, and we'll start with week 1, making our stars. Week 1, it's week 1, we're going to make our stars. So, I've been making some stars, and then I also made 2 of the suns and 2 of the moon, just to kind of get the size. Now, I've done these with a 4mm hook, and I made a little star, also with a 4mm hook, but that square has gone walkabout, and I'm not sure where that little star has gone for some reason. These I've actually made, with these 2 here, I've made with a 5mm hook. What I found is when I made it with a 4mm hook, it ended up being significantly smaller than these 2. Now, this one I made with a 4mm hook, but what I did was I did an extra row of singles going all the way around to make it the same size. So if you imagine the blue not being there, that would be significantly smaller. I do think that looks a little better. I do think that looks a little bit better when you compare it to kind of these. But I think I'm going to do it with a 5mm hook because there's like a looseness to these ones. And I think once they're blocked, I think it'll be fine. I think this does look a little bit too square. I mean, the star looks, I think, a little bit better on them as well, but I'm just going to do 5mm hooks for the stars. So basically, this is kind of what it's going to look like a little bit when they start, you know, coming together. But what I'm going to do, make my stars, and then I'll go back to doing, so I've got 3 stars made so far, and I just thought I'll make them just to get the vibe, so I can put them to one side now and just focus on these guys. So it is week 1 of our crochet along, and it is also the summer holidays. So Jackson is wanting to help out, aren't you, with the podcast?
And I decided to bring this fish, this robot fish, and this robot axolotl.
The robot fish and the robot axolotl, yes. Yeah. So what we're doing is we're doing our crochet along, and it is week 1. So this means that we've got to make 8 granny squares this week, 8 star granny squares. The thing that I've been finding the hardest is making these stars. These stars, I don't know what it is about these. It just kind of boggles my brain. So I thought I was going to make all the stars first, and that's kind of like the hard part.
Now
over
it's
and
my
done.
turn to talk
Okay.
now. So today it is Crochet Shark Day, and we can crochet some crochet sharks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of these stars? Do you like them?
Yeah.
Do you think they look really cool?
Yeah. But
So what we've got to do, Jackson, is we've got to make 8 little granny squares with these stars in the middle, and I found it really hard.
Sports Day today.
Is it what day?
Is it Sports Day?
No, not sports day. It's never sports day in our house, is it? Do you like sports?
Yeah.
Yeah. My sport is
Today is a
crochet.
Star Day.
It's a star day. That's right. It's a star day. So I'm going to make all these stars in the middle, and then I'm going to finish off the granny squares. I thought if I do get the hard part over and done with, and then we can crack on with the surround.
How many are we going to make?
We're going to make 8.
Yeah, and I can put them on my, I'm going to put them on my pets.
You're going to put them on your pets?
Yeah, my pet house.
So what we're going to do as well is I've decided that I'm going to do 4. Oh, you're thinking then 2? We're going to do 4 with the dark blue in the middle, and then I'm going to do 4 with the light dark. So I want to have some kind of differences throughout the project. So I think if they're all dark blue in the middle or all light blue in the middle, it's going to look too uniform. Also, I saw in the Whimsigoth Pinterest board, there was someone who'd done a jumper with these stars.
I did a jumper with these stars.
Did you? And on the outside, they joined it with an orange, which I thought was really, really beautiful. So I've decided that I'm going to do the outside yellow. So I'm going to have this yellow join going all throughout the project.
Now it's my turn to talk now.
Okay, so what do you want to say?
Today, we're going to go on holiday.
Are we? Because that's news to me.
We can crochet on holiday.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be crocheting on holiday when we go camping. It'll be really fun, won't it?
We're going to crochet a great white shark.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, because it's Great White Shark Day.
Well, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go and crack on, and I'll check in with you guys once I've made all 8. So I have just finished all of the stars. I've laid them out like this just so we get an idea of what the bag is going to look like. Obviously, imagine different shapes. We've got, you know, moons and suns, but I really like the idea that I've switched up the colour changes. It's looking so, so cute. I'm going to need to do some serious blocking. They're quite wonky. They are quite wonky, but you know what? I love them. It's rustic, and once they're blocked, it's going to look a heck of a lot better. I'm really, really loving this combo, though. I'm kind of thinking that I probably should have used the lock in maybe a bit more of a major way. But you know what? It's fine. The lock is there. It's throughout every project in Whimsigoth summer, and I'm made up that I'm able to put this in. But yeah, I think this one actually might be my favourite. It's really pretty. I love it. It's week 2. We're going to make our moons. We are working on our moons. I'm actually really enjoying making these moons. I don't know what it is about this pattern, but I actually find it really, really easy to make. And I don't know, I just love moons. Moon magic, it makes me very happy. So making little moons, I don't know, it just sparks a lot of joy inside. And it's also nice knowing that we're on week 2 now and then we're actually starting to develop and getting more and more and more of these squares together. I have brought all these to work with me and I've been working on the train, working on my lunch break, just trying to make sure that I get all of these done. I just think they're just coming out so pretty. And I just keep thinking about how they're all going to look next to each other. I'm so excited. But yeah, this design, I mean, it's really straightforward. I found the stars quite difficult, to be honest with you. I really, really did. This is very smooth. I just thought I'd show you what 2 of the moons look like next to each other. Obviously in the different colour palettes. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely made up. I was going to do it all one colour tone, but now I'm excited the fact that I've done this like little colour switch because I just think they look so different, but also like look really like the same and they really complement each other. I do feel a little bit like the lock is kind of getting lost. I will say that. But you know what? Hey ho, we're on our way with him. And I'm not changing it now. So here are all of my moons for week 2. I really, really liked making these moons. It was something about this pattern that just stuck in my head. It was something that I could just retain. So it made it really, really easy when I was on the train working on these because it was just in there. So I can definitely see myself recreating this, using it in other projects. I've also had like other ideas of like how can I make it like more ornate, like maybe do an embroidery around it, maybe. I don't know. But for this project, this is what it's going to look like. Again, just like the stars, it is going to need some serious blocking. Ever since I did that Libra tote, I am now obsessed with like blocking my work. So I need to get some blocking mats. At the moment, I'm just using a big cardboard box. So I'm going to do that when the assembly week. So I'm going to get them all and I'm just going to like end up, you know, getting them all stretched and everything then. But aren't they fab? I'm absolutely made up with them. Absolutely gorgeous. I also just wanted to see what the stars are going to look like with it. Look how cute that is looking. Yeah, see, you can see there's some serious blocking. Like that is the same size, but this one is like a little bit smaller. But yeah, how fab are these gonna all look together? I like genuinely cannot. It's week 3. We're gonna work on our suns. So these are the 2 testers that I made when I was first trialing the designs. And then I started just making these 2. I just wanted to see what it looked like with the blue. How pretty is that? It's going to look so nice in contrast. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finish off all the edging on these and then I'm going to make the others. But, oh, isn't that just so pretty? I think the suns might be my favourites. I think the suns are my favourite to make, you know. I really, really, really like the process of this. So I have just finished the suns that I started before. And I said that I would go around and finish them with the borders. Oh my gosh, I am just loving how they're all looking together. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? Let me just show you what it looks like when the moons are next to them. Oh my God, let me grab a sun. Let me grab a sun. Sorry, let me grab a little star. Let's put that there. That is what that's gonna look like. Oh my gosh, does it not look absolutely gorgeous? Like I'm actually buzzing. Right, let me just move that to there. Oh, it just looks amazing. I'm just so happy. Okay, so now I need to make 4 more, 3 more of the light blue on the inside, 1 more of the dark blue on the inside, and then we are done for week 3. And then we can start thinking about straps and maybe some other little bits and bobs. So excited. Hey, now it's week 4. We're going to put all our things together. So, one thing that I'm noticing, putting all of these little squares together, is the bag is looking absolutely ginormous. It is looking huge. So, it was actually Wendy that pointed it out to me. And the way Wendy's done hers is she's actually used the excess to kind of go around. So she's kind of got like it almost looks like a bucket, almost. Not like a bucket, but you know what I mean? It's got like a kind of like side in the middle. So I think I'm going to copy Wendy, and I think I'm going to do the exact same thing. And I'm going to have like this additional panel going all around. So I think that's what we're going to do. Not that I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. So I can't find my blocking board, and that piece of cardboard that I had has gone into the bin. So I am just pinning it onto my footstool, and they're starting to look really nice. I can't believe that I haven't like blocked my stuff like prior to this, like absolutely crazy. So I'm going to keep going. What I'm using is one of the blocked squares. Once that's blocked, I'm using it as a template for the others. So that's where I'm up to. So I will get them all together once I've blocked them. So I've just finished blocking all of the squares. They look so neat. I'm like, wow, how neat that they all look now. They're still a little bit misshapen. They're not completely perfect. But if I pile them all up on top of each other, look at how neatly they stack now. Just wow. Also, we have a sleeping Tedi there and a sleeping Tilly there. So shh. So it is about 6 in the morning. We got up early because we did our Disney check-in today. I'm watching this really fab video about this, I can't remember what her name is. Let me scroll down and I can tell you what this channel is. Josie Makes. So Josie Makes, she's doing different creative people's like their creative like processes, and she's doing I can't remember how to say it, Tove Jansson, who did the Moomins, and she's having a little look into her life, and it's really, really interesting. But what I'm doing, is I am ironing out these squares, straightening them out so I can get them made. So as you can see, I've made quite a few. 3 of them are allocated for the bag, but I'm actually going to make a purse. That's what I'm going to do, because I kind of thought, how fun would it be if we had like a little purse to go in the bag as well. So I ended up making a few more. I'm not doing the stars for the purse. I'm just going to do suns and moons, but I've made some stars as well for the bag. So I'm thinking I might make a little star pocket or something to go inside. Oh my gosh, why did I end up making more? I don't know, but it's going to look fab once it's done. So I've just finished the handles. So I'm doing this in that lovely navy colour, and I've gone 70 rows for each one. So I didn't want the actual straps to be too long. I wanted to be kind of like, snug. But yeah, there are the 2 straps. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it up next to the bag and see. But I might do a yellow edging just going down the sides. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that is where I'm up to. So this is the next stage. What I have done is I've actually clipped all the pieces together. So this is one of the front, like the side panels, or the front panel. This is the little side panel. Here is another. Oh no, I've just unclipped it. So this is the other side panel. I've clipped it all back together. So the front panel, and then here's the side panel, and then here is the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch all of these together, and then I'm going to figure out doing the lining. I'm probably going to do it like the way I did the Libra bag, by lying the Libra bag down, putting the fabric on top of it, and then cutting the fabric out to the shape of this. Then what I'll do is I'll stitch all of the line, do the seams, and then I will fix it to the actual panels. That is what I think I'm going to do. But tonight, what my job is stitching all of these together. That is what I'm going to do. So I've started stitching the panels together, and what I'm doing is I'm just stitching together the 2 back loops. So on the other side, if I bring this open, this is what it looks like. So I'm thinking it's going to sit a little bit flatter, if that makes sense. Like a kind of, not flatter, but more open. If that, like when you're thinking about it's going to be angles. So I don't want them to be completely joined in a flat way. I want them to almost have like a bit of a hinge. So it's just back loops only. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I thought what I'd do is I'd actually film and show you how I'm going to attach this fabric to the bag. So, sorry, Miss Tilly. Miss Tilly. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. Can you scoot along? Can you scoot?
Scoot. Scoot. She's deaf. Come here, Baba. Come on. Let's scoot along a little bit. Baba, go on. You sit there. Go on, sit there. Thank you, baby. Poor Baba. Right, so let's lay this down on the floor. So I've got my inside. You can tell it's the inside because look at the suns, the backs of those suns. You can see the slight line where I've tried to like go around. Right, okay. Oh, goodness me. Right, so let's see if all that's in frame. It's all in frame. It's a little wonky, but you know what? Trial and error. Put Jackson's necklace there. Right, so let's get the fabric. So it's the same fabric that I used for the Libra bag. I'm going to lay this out. Let's see what we've got. It is 6 in the morning and I am up and I am crafting. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Right. Oh, God, let's get on the floor. I've got a knee injury that's been slowly healing, but every now and then it just kicks off. And today is a day. It's actually been kicking off the last few weeks it's been kicking off. Right. Let's see. Oh, goodness, are we long enough to do this? Oh, guys, oh, no. Oh, no. It's literally right on the nose. Am I going to have enough to do this with? Oh, no. I might not be able to use this. Oh, this is a little bit frightening. Oh, guys. I am going to have to change directions. Because this beautiful fabric, there's not enough of it to do it. There's not enough. Oh, that's really upsetting. Oh my goodness. It's just not long enough to actually do the seams. It is just, it's about, oh, how irritating is that? It is about maybe half an inch. Half an inch. That's all I would have needed. Okay, we're back to the drawing board. We're back to the drawing board. It's going to be okay. I do feel a little bit, I feel a little bit like I'm going to have a meltdown, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to think quickly. Well, one thing I was thinking was about the bag being rigid. And I thought this fabric is probably not going to be as rigid as I want it to be. And I was thinking oilcloth. So maybe I'll drive up to Dunelm and see what oilcloths they've got. If they've got anything, either a plain blue or a plain yellow or something celestial. Years ago, I did see that they did have a celestial pattern, but it was years ago, so they probably won't have it now. Oh! So I've just gone onto Amazon and I've actually found this tablecloth. So it's an oilcloth, so it's like waterproof. I think it's going to be slightly more rigid than the fabric. And it's absolutely massive. It's like 140 by like 300 centimeters. So it's really, really big. I'm just going to measure out my my work and I'm just going to see if it will cover. They did it in silver and that's what I actually clicked on. But then I saw that they did it in this gold and I thought, oh my God, that'll actually go really well. It's 20 quid, so it's kind of more than I wanted to spend. But I also really want to get this project right because I've been working on it for like a month. And I just think, you know what, I'm just going to get it. And I think it's going to be really, really pretty and really, really cool when it's done. Okay, so I've just measured it and it worked out about 115 centimetres in length and about 60 centimetre in like the width. So I'm going to order that tablecloth. It's 20 quid. It'll come tomorrow. And it's going to be enough to actually do it as like a double backing. So I can actually make this like a really rigid bag. So I'm going to order that now. So the tablecloth has just arrived. It's really thick, but not too thick that you can't sew with it. But I think that this and this just go so nicely together. So I'm going to lay it on the floor and let's see what we're working with. Okay, so I've just folded this out and this is in half. I've got absolutely loads of this fabric, so we are going to have no problems. Right, so what I've actually done is I've folded it in half, because what I want to do is I want to make this double-sided, because obviously with this, there are little gaps. So I don't want it to just be white, I want the blue to be the backing on it. Also, that's going to give it a little bit more like strength and kind of rigidity. If that's a word, rigidity? That's a word. And yeah, so I've been thinking today about how I'm going to do this, because I've never actually made a bag that has like a bottom in it. And I think the best way of me doing it is by having the panel, so like, imagine like front panel there, then the bottom, then a front panel. Then what I'll do is I'll stitch the two sides together, if that makes kind of sense. Like I'll have to cut out two side pieces. I think I know what I'm doing. We're just going to have to trial and error this. Okay, so I've laid this out. So what I want to do is, obviously that is the same size as the bottom. I just want to cut from, basically from middle part of that, leave about an inch going round and down. And that is going to be the base and the two side panels. Okay, so I've just cut a line, and then now I'm going to do down there. So I've just cut this off as an angle, so that way when I'm making the hem, it's going to be easier to turn that in. So what I've done is I've laid this over the bag, and I'm just pinning this so I get an idea of how big I want it to be. Then once that's pinned, I'll pin the other one, and then I'll stitch it together. Okay, so it's all pinned. So now I'm going to pin this on top, try and do the other side as well, like the same. Okay, so it is all pinned together. I think I might need to get the iron though and iron out some of the creases maybe. I just don't know. But obviously it's plasticky, so... Oh, sorry, it's picking up my leg and it's not picking up the fabric. It's plasticky, so I'm a little bit anxious of that. Maybe I'll just stitch it and we'll just see how it goes. I've also just cut out these two side pieces for the sides of the bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch all that together, and then I'm going to focus on this, because that's the bit thing that's sending my head west a little bit. Look how neat this has come out. Oh my gosh. Made up with this. It looks so good. I can't wait to do the rest of it now. Okay, so this has actually turned out better than I actually thought. I was feeling really, really worried about working with this material, because obviously it's like a new material. I've never used this before. And now I'm like in love, and I'm thinking about all the different things that I can make with this. So now I'm going to try and do the sides, and let's just hope it goes okay. I've just finished one of the side panels, and that was actually like really, really difficult. It's also gone really mental up here. I don't know what I've done there. Maybe my tension was off. I just don't know. But I think I might hand stitch these in, because I cannot get my head around how to put this into the bag. Okay, I actually figured it out. What I did was I just kind of held them next to each other like this, and then just basically just sewed all the way down. And then I did the exact same at the bottom, and I did the exact same there. So now I just need to make the other side panel, and I've done it. Oh my gosh, I actually feel like really good. Okay, so it's quite late at night. Red has gone to put Jackson to sleep. Normally I get in bed with him, and then Jackson goes and walks Tilly, but we're doing things a little bit differently tonight, because I really want to get this bag finished. I am so impressed. It's a bit messy. But you know what? It's my first attempt. It is my first attempt. And I am absolutely made up with how this has come out. Look at this. It's so bad, but that's going to be covered up by my crochet, so it's fine. Oh my gosh. Right, I need to stitch the straps on now. Okay, I have finally just sewed the straps on. The last little bit of the bag took so long. My machine was just malfunctioning the entire time. I feel like I'm going crazy. And now I've just realised that I haven't actually stitched the rest of the crochet bag together. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then I just need to attach that to the tote itself. And then it's done. I feel a bit stunned, really. Literally, like, trying to get this fabric and everything really stalled it by like 3 days. And I am like a little bit behind, and I'm a little bit stressed, but it's going to be fine. I'm just going to let the chaos wash over me. God, I'll let you know how I get on. Okay, so I'm hand stitching the inner to the bag. So it's looking all right. I mean, it's not as neat as I kind of imagined it. It's also absolutely ginormous. Which is good, because when we go to the York Yarn Festival, I'm going to be able to buy loads and loads of wool. So that's a positive. It's going to be absolutely massive. Red's filming now. He's just giving me a very anxious look. So I'm going to finish this. It's actually getting on for like 25 to 11. It's well past my bedtime. Normally I'm in bed by now. But I need to get this done because I also still got a little bit of filming left to do. I want to make sure I've got this edited all right. I feel absolutely knackered, but we are going to get this bag done. It's all the fact that fabric, if the fabric was big enough, this lining would have been done, and I've had to wait for this tablecloth to come. But look at how gorgeous the inside of that bag is as well. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? And I feel like I've been developing a new skill. Like now, I really want to use this fabric on other things and make myself some more little bags with this. So I feel like I'm kind of developing a new skill with doing this. So it's happy accidents. You know, Bob Ross, he says it for a reason, doesn't he? So I am going to finish this off. And the next time we're going to talk, I'm going to be showing you the bag and we're going to look at all your bags and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So here is the finished bag. I've actually filled it with wool. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's all come together and I just love how different everyone's bags are. So the biggest trial that I had was the fabric not fitting. That was so stressful. I had to order new fabric. I had to wait for the fabric to arrive, but I am made up with this fabric. Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty and it just goes with the bag so well. I've also double backed it. It's like an oilcloth, and that way it's kind of giving this bag like a bit of stiffness. I had this kind of Morrison's Bag for Life just next to my chair where I'm all like doing my crocheting, and now I've got all this wool and it looks neat as well, which is like really, really lovely. What I did is I actually bought these little magnets. So what I can do is I can actually fold in this side. The magnets attach there. Then I've got another one that side, so I fold that in. And then the middle as well, clip that, and the bag stays together. It's so lovely. I'm going to stand up. Might not be good in the frame, but oh, isn't she fantastic? Imagine what this is going to be looking like when we all go to York. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely made up. Can't believe how good it turned out. So now I would like to talk about what you've created. So first I want to talk all about Wendy's bag, because I think mine and Wendy's bag are quite similar in the way that we've made them. We've kind of gone for the same colours as well, but Wendy, what she did was she actually put a cream into her sun, which I think is so beautiful, and it just kind of gives it like this little bit of a break. It's so pretty. I also love the fact that you use lock as well, Wendy, because I actually use lock in my design because I use lock going through all of the Whimsigoth summer projects, and I wanted all those projects to have a tie-in and a bit of continuity. Love the fact, Wendy, that you've got this really beautiful lock joining them all. It's so beautiful. So impressed with what you've made. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the next bag that I want to talk about is Claire's. Now, Claire, she used a tote bag to actually attach that as like the lining, which I think is absolutely genius. I actually seen somebody doing this on a Bag for Life. I think it might have been Michelle Jassic, you know. She used this giant big plastic tote and then basically made a crochet cover for it. How genius is that? But so basically Claire's done something similar, got this lovely tote, and then she's made this fabulous design. And I love the fact that you've done it in cotton. So I used like acrylic yarn. You've used cotton and it looks fab. That stitch definition is absolutely amazing. I've been raving as well about that at the top. So gorgeous. Just with that little hint of yellow flecks going all the way through the middle. Absolutely stunning. And you went one further and you made these fantastic little key rings. Aren't they amazing? There's little bag charms. So pretty. I like the fact as well that with yours, it's again similar to mine. You've got the yellow attaching it all together. Absolutely stunning.
I want to talk all about Teddy's as well. Now, Tedi, I love the fact that you have used the same design. You've got all the stars and the moons and everything, but you just did it in a completely different way and did like a little pouch, a little slouchy pouch. And I think it's so fab. And this is what I wanted from this, is I wanted everybody to make this design, and I want them all to look related. Like all our bags, they're family. They're all in the same family. But you can see the family resemblance, but they are not twins. They are not the same. They are cousins. They are sisters and brothers. They are all together, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I love that you just fully made this your own. You were also the first person to actually finish this as well. You just smashed it and just got it out there. And am I right in saying that you sold this design, this one that you've made, and you're making a new one? I love that so much. Now, this is Jill's bag. Now, Jill, she actually has a YouTube called The Emerald Cottage. She talks all about crochet. Her videos are just so lovely. And I love, Jill, just hearing you talk about your work. It's so fab. I love this design as well. Like, this teal is absolutely stunning. And I love that you just fully just went and just did something completely different. Same design. They are related, but the colour palette that you've chosen is absolutely stunning. I love that that gingham in the middle as well. All of this just ties in so nice. Also, the waved on your handle is so pretty. So what you've done there is you've kind of attached, haven't you? And then done a series of chains and then attached later on and then just worked in the round. Such a seamless way of making that. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I also love that slate in the background of your house that you've hung the bag on. It looks so nice, so fancy. I'm absolutely obsessed. The white, it just really pops. Now, the last bag that I'm going to talk about is Liv's. Oh, Liv, I love your bag so much. Me and Liv were talking about this before, and I was like, love that you've done this in like the trans flag colours. I'm obsessed. I love the fact that you have taken this crochet along and you've made it into like this amazing sort of like political message, and I just absolutely love that, because at the end of the day there's so much going on right now with trans rights and so many things that are being taken away, which is absolutely horrendous and completely ridiculous. And I love that you used this crochet along to basically convey that message. And Liv wrote back saying that it was completely unintentional. And it's like so iconic, absolutely iconic. I love that so much. I just think it's absolutely hilarious. It's so amazing. All of the bags I am just so impressed with, and I just want to say thank you to all of you for taking part and doing this crochet along, because I didn't know how this was going to go. But was this going to go well? Was it not going to go well? Was anyone going to take part? Was I going to be the only one making this bag just crocheting along by myself? But no, you all got involved, and it's so lovely, and I'm so happy that we've now got this little reminder of Whimsigoth summer. And I just think it's absolutely fab, and I'm so made up. And I can't wait till we're all together, all modelling these bags, and it's just going to be so much fun. So what did you all think of the crochet along? Did you like the idea? Did I give enough time? Was it kind of getting down to the nail? I know I extended the date to send some of the photos, because I mean, I literally got my bag finished last night. Today, right now when I'm filming this, it's Thursday, because I need to edit all the videos, and I was working on my bag last night at like 11 o'clock because the fabric didn't come. So I was literally down to the nail. But yeah, so happy that we got all this done. And what do you think about doing more crochet alongs? I've got an idea to do crochet Christmas baubles. Now, I've done this crochet design in the past, and I made a set for my Christmas tree. And what you do is kind of like a granny square, but a granny square circle. You make 2 granny square circles, and you buy a set of baubles. You know, the ones that are like just they're smooth. So you can get like, you know, like the ones from like, you know, B&M, and they're gold or like silver, and they're smooth and shiny or matte. And because they're smooth, you can actually stitch those baubles. You can actually stitch those little like designs onto there, and it kind of stretches over the bauble, and it looks really cute. It's like really, really cute. I used cotton to do mine, but I'm assuming that you could probably use like wool and it work in the exact same fashion. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think about maybe doing crochet baubles? And I thought what we could do is just basically like make like, I don't know, 3 a week or 4 a week or whatever, and then we can all show our Christmas trees at the end, and I thought that could be really, really cute. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of the crochet along. Did you enjoy it? Should we do it again? Let me know. Thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. Thank you so much if you took part, and honest to God, thank you so much just from the bottom of my heart, genuinely, for just taking part in this community. I love you all so much. So I will see you on Wednesday for the Chit Chat and Crochet podcast, when it'll finally be September, when we will be finally starting to think about all the autumn stuff. I can't wait to talk about all the fun things I've got planned. So if I don't see you on Wednesday, I will see you next week when we talk about our crochet project of the week. Have a lovely, lovely week, guys. Bye.